I think it'd be reasonable to think that your public health leaders should be modeling the behavior they want the population that they're accountable for, to do. Like it just I you know, it's just it's just like you're like, what? Like how my question is like, like you go into this thing, you're not wearing a respirator, you see this person who's giving you the things wearing a respirator. What, like, aren't you curious what that person knows,
But
why
not
they
even
decided to wear a respirator?
right,
You
but
know,
not even that. She knows. It's
she
called community
knows.
care. She knows that asymptomatic spread happens. She's not wearing a respirator. She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care.
And that's disturbing to me. You are the head of CDPH. You have got the leading environmental science, environmental medicine people working underneath you. Wear a flippin' respirator when you go to get your vaccine,
I will
right?
say she does look
Like,
happy.
I'd love to see the smile. I'm happy she's happy.
She
But the other
does
thing
look
too,
happy.
I'd like to point out, Dr. Pan, the vaccine doesn't work for the first 2 weeks-ish that you have it, right?
Dude.
So even it's doing a lot of heavy lifting there. This vaccine that you're just getting today isn't going to protect you against what you might be encountering in that room today. And presumably, you feel like you need to get a new vaccine today because you're not protected by the vaccine you got the last time you had a shot. So, because they wane, right? Vaccines are great, but they wane. And they're also not protecting, in my opinion, sufficiently against long term bad outcomes. And they also do not protect, in my opinion, sufficiently the people around you from getting sick if you are sick. And this is a woman who's going in and out of hospitals, in and out of the doctor's offices, presumably, in and out of politicians' like offices and whatever you do as a head of public health. So yeah, just a little bit disappointing
I
after
mean,
you saw
here's
that.
the thing. You either know that it's airborne and you know how bad it is because look, she's recommending you get the COVID vaccine. Why is she recommending that you get the COVID vaccine? Presumably because she knows that getting COVID is bad for you. So she knows the thing. She either knows the things and she just like is just doing the opposite of that, which okay, or she doesn't know. And both of those are just like really bad like scenarios, right? Like and to be fair, I have seen some like people who study COVID and stuff, and they have their personal risk thing, and you'll see them at events sometimes, and they'll get like a ton of heat from not wearing like a mask, and like yeah, like a lot of the time, like you read their response, and you're like, dude, that's not a good response. Like you should have just like, said something else, you know. But like,
And I don't like mask shaming people because it is a personal choice. Like at
sure,
some point, you have your risk calculus, I have mine. But at this particular moment, it doesn't make any sense to me. You are going in to get your vaccine because your old vaccine has waned.
I I'll stick to my point that I hit over and over and over again. This job is not making a cappuccino at Starbucks. You know, it's not. These jobs are not the same job. You sign up for this job, your job is to model behavior. Your job is to be accountable. Your job is to fall on your sword. Your job is to get screamed at by crazy people. That's what you signed up for. Like it is. That's the job. If you don't,
And so she's
nobody's
getting screamed at by us, who's
nope.
actually following the advice that her department is given.
Well, I mean, look, nobody's forcing her to sign up for this job. Like part of your job is to get exposure to criticism, whether it's legit or not, and to model behavior. Like I really feel like that's what you sign up for. And if you're going to do that, then do the job. If you're not going to do that, go do another job. Lady, you can make cappuccinos. You have a lot of credentials. I'm sure she's super amazingly skilled. She doesn't have to do this job. Nobody's forcing her.
Right. Well, let's just ignore the Fauci part of the shirt, but also just read the bottom part, which just says trust in science, right?
Sure.
We are talking about aerosol science. We are talking about indoor air quality, which is part of science. Like, we know that the science says very clearly that long COVID can be reduced by taking your vaccine, but it certainly isn't eliminated. We know that there are cumulative effects of repeat infection. We know that your own department has been like very, very closely monitoring the science and doing a better job than the CDC. So, like, I don't know. I just got questions here. This really bothers me.